I'm alone and it's a Saturday afternoon, let me text 7 people to see what they're doing, but don't say yes to anyone because something better could come up, right? We're super connected online, we're connected in our everyday, but we're connected for a second because I'm looking at people as they come in and I'm thinking about what does that person think of me over there, or who's that, or they. We're never present in our life, we're never even present in our connections, but most of all, we're not present in ourselves. We don't even know what it is to feel like home in ourselves for more than a few moments. And what that does is it creates this internal lack of fulfillment. So even though we might be practicing our yoga classes and doing our meditation, in the West, we've even fucked that up somehow. We're like, oh, let me make this a goal, and our ego's like, I'm gonna get real good at this meditation, real good at it. Am I doing it right? That person, they've got I need those beads, that's gonna, right. So we've created this sense of trying to get all of these things inside of us. Are you guys, it's just filling the gap. That's all it is. It's the same reason that we have emotional eating disorder or body dysmorphia, or that we can't stop scrolling on Instagram even when we're doing a poo and we inhale more of our poo because we're here scrolling, we're like, I finished 20 minutes ago but I'm still scrolling. You know, like, there's something going on we need to look at. It's a bit deeper. So, because I learned that whichever potential we want to feed, we need to understand what we've got as human beings. Because yes, we're spiritual beings and we all have an innate soul, and that's there, and that, you know, masculine, feminine energies and all that stuff, that's great that we know about this, and that, you know, the no mind is a beautiful space to be. But we're fucking humans and we have a mind and we have emotions, and we need to be real about that. So what are we going to do with these things that we have? Well, we've got a couple of tools that we can use to feed that lightness within us. Our breath, our brain, our physiology, our posture, the things that we eat, the communities that we're connected to. But most of all, above everything, we have choice. And that's what's really important, to understand that we have choice to choose where we direct our attention, what we focus on, what we feed. How to undo the neurology, the wiring in our nervous systems and our bodies, the neurochemistry that's gone on because we've grown up in a society where we're always on. And so that changes us. So we've got more people feeling depressed because we have so much stimulation, which takes us outside of ourselves, which means when we do feel something, our brain automatically goes, this feels uncomfortable, so I'm going to push it aside. So we push things down automatically just by the environment that we live in. And then we're so used to being comfortable, especially in the West. So we're obsessed with being positive and good, and now it's becoming like a spiritual identity of this spiritual ego. So it's like, well, if I feel sad or I feel anxious, or if I feel depressed, or if I feel alone, or if my life's going bad, I must be doing something wrong. So now we've created this negative relationship with uncomfortable situations in our life, uncomfortable emotions, and we just keep pushing it down. So I love to get that stuff out and bring all those shitty parts of us as human beings, those traits that we're like, well, I'm selfish and I'm a liar, and you know, sometimes I get angry and I'm self-centered. And I like all of the attention. I'm talking about myself, but you guys have these things too, I'm not sure if you knew. So I like to bring them out and go, hey, we've all got this shit. It's inside of us. Sometimes it runs us, sometimes it doesn't. But if we try and pretend that we don't have it, what does that create? This is a participation. Sorry. Resistance, absolutely. We're resisting that part of ourselves. And what does resisting anything do? If you have a toddler going down Woolworths and it's like, Mom, Dad, I want lollies, and you ignore it, does it quieten down? What happens? Gets louder, right? Controls the whole friggin' place. Everyone's like, can you shut the toddler up, please? Like, all the attention goes to it. Takes all of our energy to keep it over here. And we're here like this. Like, I'm just gonna put it behind me like this. You know, and we get more rigid, and we put more makeup on, and we get boobs, or we go thin, and we eat different things, or we get bigger Instagram accounts, or whatever it is. You know? To be like, I'm just gonna push it back here so no one will ever see. And we have this conscious identity because we do want to be good people, because innately we want to be kind and we want to be nice and we want to be loving and we want to have compassion. But we've got that unconscious identity. Whatever you feel that you are and that you want to be, it's because if you look at those, it's like, I want to be a really kind person. Well, could you also own that sometimes you're unkind, and are you down with that? Because if you're shoving that part of you away, what does that develop? What feeling? Shame. Is that you, Sam? Oh. Shame. The feeling of shame is that like, oh my God, I'm going to be found out. Or, oh my God, it's shame. It's like gut-wrenching. It's guttural. It's visceral. It makes you want to vomit. You get sweaty and your nervous system shakes. And we resist the parts of ourselves that we feel ashamed of.